Welcome back to Triple Threat Wrestling. We are going to break down our top 5 moments of the week on Raw and SmackDown. You're not going to want to miss this. A lot of hot takes and a lot of bad things. So stick around. Here we go right into it. MVP, we're going to start a new thing where we break down our favorite moments of every week in wrestling. Are you excited for this?
No, not really.
All right, let's
do it.
So usually we do like top 5 style. We'll kind of go off that. Like, I'll give you one, and then if you have stuff to talk about, we can go back and forth. Unfortunately, most of my 5 things here, most of them are all SmackDown. So, the first thing I'm going to throw out there, Drew McIntyre is going to Elimination Chamber. Okay?
Yeah.
He needs steam ahead of him to make him a credible, like, we need to believe he has a chance of winning. Why is he losing to Jimmy Uso? A week before Elimination Chamber.
A week before, to the lesser Uso.
Yeah. The no yeet Uso.
Yeah.
It's just terrible. I'm like, what is the booking decision here? Because usually all the contenders for a big match are winning their few weeks leading up to it because you want to make us believe that, right? So I don't know. What do you think? Is it right that Drew lost this match? I don't think so. He should have won this match.
What does Jimmy Uso gain from a victory?
Yeah.
Nothing. He's not tied into any story right now, really. Drew McIntyre continues to lose after signing that extension. I don't know what they're doing. All I know is they're like you said, they're not making Drew McIntyre look credible, and now we all know he's not winning this match.
Yeah, I mean it's just I don't understand. Like, because Drew is one of those people, like, his character's been good as far as like, okay, the world is against me, blah blah blah, but like it's running its course, and like I don't see where Drew's going from here. You know,
don't know either.
Well, do you want to give me one of your favorite things that are not favorite of the week? That's a not favorite of mine, by the way.
Okay, a not favorite of mine happened on Raw. Sami Zayn's promo.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I want to hear this.
Well, all right. So, I mean, it seemed rushed. You know, we knew this was gonna end up happening. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. Now you put him out with a package pile driver, and now he's back the very next week. Like, why isn't Randy Orton back? Why did it take a while for Cody Rhodes to get back? And now he's back, and now they put the unsanctioned tag just to draw a little intrigue. None of that needed to happen. Just like a straight up match, it would have sufficed. And then maybe you do something with bigger stakes to happen at Mania, because this match is going to happen at Mania.
Yeah. Well, to your point, right? Like, now I thought it was. I see what they did is like Sammy's not 100%. He's hurt. He's got damage, but he's like, I don't care about all that. I need to get my hands on Owens. I get it, but I think it would have been better if you have Kevin Owens do a promo at Elimination Chamber where he, like, in a mini way hijacks the show, says, I'm making an appearance in front of my hometown. You guys have nothing for me for WrestleMania. Like, I'm tired of being looked over. And that's when Sammy attacks him and sets up the Mania match. That's what they should have done. If I was the booker, that's what I would have done. Because then you have now the crowd will be excited to see them both, but they would have popped if Sammy surprised him and attacked him and set up their Mania match. But because the only way this one can end is just a no finish or something, because you got to get to Mania.
Yeah, like, it's a non-sanctioned. Do you really have a no finish, a no contest in a non-sanctioned fight.
You have to have Owens beat him so bad that he can't get up, and they just stop the fight. That's the only way.
Yeah,
And then
so to your point, yeah, this match definitely didn't need to happen.
at Chamber.
Yeah, Chamber, no.
Yeah.
So definitely felt rushed. So that's a miss on my counter.
I'm going to counter you with a good thing this week. Kevin Owens' promo on SmackDown.
Oh, yeah.
He is the master of this gimmick he's doing right now. Because to be at Sammy's house, you went to his house, and you tell him, because of you wanting this match, what's going to happen to you is your fault. I don't even want to do it, but you're making me do it. Like, the way he's turning everyone, like, in his own mind of what they're doing right or wrong, amazing. It is absolutely incredible.
It is. And just the fact that Owens, he's on a great silhouette, just talking, and then all of a sudden the camera pans over to the door where you see Sammy, his wife, his daughter. They're just playing. That was genius.
Oh yeah,
that was awesome.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it also was a nice break from his car promo.
Yeah. Just recording in his car. That's how we do TikToks. Yeah. We record in our car, and it's grainy looking and stuff. But
but yeah, dude, Kevin Owens with his promos have been money. Probably the hottest heel right now.
Yeah, and he's been without a title for so long that he deserves. I wanted him to beat Cody at Rumble. Honestly, I know they won't do that because they got bigger plans, like Cody giving his soul away. But we have we should have Kevin Owens be a champion. He deserves a championship run, a good one.
Yeah, he does.
But do you have any good moments? You've had a bad one so far. I've had one of each.
Gunther's promo, trolling the crowd.
That was my next one. I'll join you on this
one. So you have Gunther. He starts off in the crowd, a la Jey Uso, and he walks down. He even starts doing he's like, come on, do it. It's like, this is, Gunther is great on the mic. He's very articulate. He can really, trash an opponent. That part for me, it was a hit. It further builds intrigue into a match that not a lot of people are too happy about seeing, because they're not really sold on Jey Uso winning the Rumble. But I think Gunther, he's really great at his job because he's really selling this match.
Yeah, I also loved the Gunther program. I'm hoping that they can stretch this for 50 more days because they've already kind of. I don't agree with a lot of people that like this feud is like, why are we back to this? And they've already fought each other a couple times. I'm here for it, but we need something new, and this was new. Like Gunther trolling the crowd and being Jay, and Gunther's gold.
Well, also they're really trying to build Jey Uso as a credible main eventer.
Yeah,
and you can't do that without putting him in the main event picture and just letting it roll, letting it ride. And he can definitely hang with Gunther, who is a credible main event act. And just, I guess, for Gunther to hand the torch to Jey Uso, we'll see if that happens. But you know what, I'm kind of intrigued by this this matchup, and just the promos are hitting. Let's see if they can stretch it at 50 more days.
Yeah, for sure. Has it ever happened? Because right now it's not coming to me in my head, but has it ever happened that someone won the Rumble match and lost the title match at Mania?
Yeah, John Cena.
Oh, really?
I mean, all right. So this was when he came back from the torn pec.
Yeah.
He wanted his Mania match at the next pay per view against Orton, and then Orton obviously retained. And then for the Mania match, they ended up making it a triple threat with Orton, Cena, and Triple H. And Cena's the one that ate the pin.
Interesting. Who does
Uh,
that? Who says I'll just give up I want my Mania spot now? Like what?
Big Match John.
Big Match John.
No, it has happened a number of times. Triple H back, I think. Was it 2008? Maybe. Let me look that up real quick. No, it's happened more times than you think. It usually doesn't because you won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. He almost just gave up his spot. Like, I don't need it. You can have it.
Oh, was it WrestleMania 25?
That was
Okay,
Big
so
Show,
no,
Edge, and Cena.
Triple H did. Oh no! I'm sorry. Randy Orton won the Rumble.
And he lost at Mania.
He lost at Mania to Triple H.
Gotcha.
Okay, all right. So, yeah, Orton.
Yeah, there you go. Another thing I'm going to bring up. So this is from SmackDown too. I have a lot of SmackDown negativity to talk about, but
Okay.
It's just a little nitpick. We don't have to spend a lot of time on it, but I hate that Damian Priest is having a promo with Cody, and he's like, "Hey, I'm coming to win that chamber, and man to man, I'm letting you know that it's you I'm coming for." What choice do you have? What this match is for the Cody match. So if you win it, who are you gonna fight?
I'm gonna win the chamber, and I'm gonna make that Mania match a triple threat.
Yeah,
I'm gonna face off against Gunther and Jey Uso.
it's just so like the attention to detail in WWE lately is just like, do they know what's happening? Like the wrestlers and they're cutting promos.
I don't know. It looks like they're trying to make Damian Priest look cool, but they don't need to do that because he already looks cool.
Yeah, that's the problem. So
yeah, I agree with you on that. That miss, a hit for me happened on Raw. Is when Roxanne Perez defeated Raquel Rodriguez.
Okay, yeah, yep.
So it was a hit for me because they're slowly injecting Roxanne Perez into the main roster by putting her in storylines and stuff, and now she's in a match to face off against the champion at Mania. What way to debut on the main roster, like before you actually become an official member of the main roster, by putting yourself potentially into the title picture.
Yeah, and she's talented. Like she can get it done. She's good in there. So that's definitely a hit. If we're going the women route, I'll throw you another miss.
Okay.
I don't have many positives. My two positives we talked about already: Gunther and Kevin Owens.
Okay.
The entire segment from when Tiffany Stratton came out to the end with Flair wiping her feet to her after the match, I could have done without all of that because you have Flair out there. I don't know why she had to be out there because you're still building to this match with, Tiffany and Trish versus Nia and Candice LeRae. So you're like, that should be the focus right now. and it's not the focus because you still have Flair out there. And my worry is like with Flair and Tiffany Stratton, they're gonna burn the candle too quick, and no one's gonna care. Like you should have just not like Charlotte already said, I'm gonna face you at Mania. Now let that simmer for a few weeks, get past the Elimination Chamber, and then move forward with it. But it just felt like an overbooked kind of mess. You have Nia's talking, Candice talking, Tiffany talking, then Trish comes out, and then Nia does her Annihilator on both of them, and then Flair comes in. It's just so much shit going on. And when they were talking, like Tiffany's great. I love her in the ring, but her promo, it comes off very like 2008 Divas division. It's not like the women's division we're supposed to have now. The revolution that happened. It's like it just the whole thing was a miss for me. The whole thing, except for Tiffany's in-ring work. Obviously, that's always going to be good, but I could have done without most of that.
A small hit or miss, depending on who you are. Just to piggyback off of that, is a little areola sighting.
I'm sure a lot of the male audience zoomed and enhanced on that one. Yeah.
All right, dude. Yeah, that whole thing. Yeah, you're right about it. Quite possibly being burnt out too quickly. I don't know. I've been doing like watching like Tiffany Stratton stuff lately. Oh, her music is horrible.
I know.
No, I actually sat down and listened to it. It's like a minute and a half of just change that, please. Change the music.
Yeah.
Other than that, the presentation is totally there.
Yeah.
She has it. What they do going forward, I'm here to watch.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's good. We'll see.
No, but I'm just in terms of who they put over at Mania.
It better be Tiffany.
Does Flair become 15-time champion?
The crowd is going to eat her alive if that happens.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
They are going to... Maybe that's what they're going for. I don't know. But yeah, moving on.
All right. I have a miss on Raw.
Oh, boy.
It's the New Day promo.
I could see that.
All right. So, in terms of generating heat, it's not a miss. They're generating pretty much beginning of Judgment Day Dominic heat.
Yeah,
they can't talk. That said, is that all the New Day's good for right now? Just promos to generate heat. They did have a match where face off against Rey Mysterio, but I want to continue seeing that. It's like their new presentation, their new music is great, but then you see them in the ring, they're still playing comic book characters with their ring gear.
Yeah.
What's going on with the new? I'm really excited about this New Day, but they've yet to really cash in on that intrigue. For me, at least.
No, I completely agree. I mean, but that's a segue into like what's really wrong with the entire tag team division. Like, there's so many people not utilized. Like,
yeah.
And this isn't a hit or miss, but just a quick thing to bring up. Like with WWE, you have so many champions, and you don't put much emphasis on any of them. Because I mean, even the world champions, are they not going to defend until Mania? You know how long you got to go? Here's one for you. This
okay.
We've already talked about it. Is The Rock a heel or a face? What are we doing? You shut your mouth, fatty. I'll knock the syphilis off your lips. And Moana reached $1 billion thanks to each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Cody,
It's like
in the Chicago, it's perfect. I don't care if the show stops rolling. I'm going to beat the shit out of him and makes him bleed. He is one of my best friends, and we shared some Terramana, and we... What? And then you okay, you say that, like, we're good friends now for a little while. He gained my respect since Mania last year. You literally... Did we forget? Hello, Triple H. Did we forget that The Rock came out at Bad Blood and did the throat slice gesture to Cody, Roman, and Jimmy because he didn't like that they tagged together? Are we just going to forget that happened?
You know what it sounds like?
What?
Your beard's weird. Oh, you're the GOAT.
Yes. It's the...
If you know, you know.
Yeah. It's just a mess. Like, and I love The Rock. I love the Final Boss. But, like, last year, he had a role. And it was part of the Bloodline story. That's why he came back. I have no complaints about the run last year. But this year, like, now he's there to be there. And it's like, I don't know. I know the story you're telling. I kind of don't know the story you're telling. But, like, even if Cody rejects this offer at Chamber, is he just going to, whoever wins the Chamber, The Rock says, fuck that, I'm doing it now. It's my match with Cody. I don't know where you're going with this. Like, I don't understand it. So it's a huge miss for me.
Okay. No, I agree with you. Not to mention the verbiage of, I want your soul.
Oh, yeah. I don't want that.
I want your soul. I want you to be my champion.
And then in the background you hear, tonight's the night we make enough. the love song playing.
I mean, just hoping that, you know, everything will be fully explained next week. I'm saying it next week.
Chamber, yeah, hopefully.
No. This does not need to be rolled out into, what does that mean? No one's gonna care.
Yeah. I mean, you're adding The Rock into this, and it's like, the focus should be on the Chamber and who's going to face Cody. Why is The Rock involved? What are you doing? Now, here would be something cool.
Okay.
No, in my head it sounded cool, and now I'm thinking about the logistics of it, and it would be kind of a lot of explaining to do. But if CM Punk, his goal is to headline Mania, and he wants Paul Heyman to owe him a favor. That's two different things going on. Maybe Cody says, I reject your offer, and the favor of CM Punk headlining Mania, maybe he becomes The Rock's champion and turns heel. But I don't know. It'd be a lot of logistics to go into that. So the initial planning in my head sounded good, and then I'm like, oh, no, that's a clusterfuck in itself.
Yeah.
But
they'd have to tie off all loose ends and just make it make sense.
There's a lot of loose ends in WWE lately, but anyway.
I'll end it with a hit. Rollins versus Finn Balor.
Very good match.
Very good match. These two in the ring. You could always count on them having a great match. And just for them to end Raw. End the clusterfuck that was Raw.
Yeah.
It's a good way to end it. So that gets a hit for me.
Well, I guess I'll end it with another miss. Lo and behold, surprise. And lo and behold, again, it's The Rock. The post show of SmackDown.
Oh, the press conference.
Yeah. Is kayfabe dead?
I think so.
Because what are we doing out there? Like, we're supposed to promote, not even promote, but he should go out there. And the post show should have been, you know, I am at the head of TKO, and I made Cody an offer, and we'll see what he does with that. You know, I want to see him at Chamber. Why are you going out there and be like, well, the great thing about the story, he just healed on the crowd and completely forgot about all that and went into full babyface for the post show. Like, it's like when Marvel stars talk about the movies, like, you know, I don't know what Thanos is going to do. We'll see what Thanos does. And it's like, bitch, like this is supposed to suspend my disbelief. Me and you are professional podcasters, okay? We know that they're getting dinner afterwards and they're hanging out and they're traveling together. We know this, but suspend my disbelief. Make me believe the moment for a little bit. You know, like last year when The Rock and Cody like slapping each other and all that, I didn't really know behind the scenes what was real and what wasn't. I'm like, is Rock really pissed? Is he not? Like, because I know they're going to an angle, but how many real emotions are involved? And now you're just pissing all that away. WWE's been terrible about it this whole year. Like I mentioned on another show we did, how Jay wins Royal Rumble and Jacob Fatu meets him in the back and hugs him. And I'm like, no, save that for a documentary and release it in like 10 years. Don't show that right now because we are supposed to believe they don't like each other. We're supposed to believe Jacob is a monster and don't care about no one else. He's all gas, no brakes. And he's doing that. And it's like, I hate that kayfabe is it's dead now. Like, it's like we're watching a movie. They're making us look stupid because I'm watching the match and I'm like, well, now they're just going to tear it to shreds in the post show. I'm like, yeah, it's, you know, it's not real. And I don't know what we're going to do next. And like, it's just, that's my rant. It was a miss.
Here, let me ask you this. Do you think being an on-screen character plus being like the head backstage, do you think that works?
Like, are you talking about like a Triple H thing or The Rock?
Like right now, The Rock being presented, like Triple H is not an on-screen character anymore. So we're going Rock because he's doing what he's doing, but then he's like, "Hey, I am head of the board," and then you go see him and doing that back, the press conference. Do you think that it works for wrestling?
You know, it's one of those that I think that the answer to the question is it depends on the person. Vince was able to do it. You know, he was able to draw a fine line and like run the company, be Mr. McMahon on screen, and he kind of was a degenerate everywhere else in life. Like you didn't really know. Like most people said, what you saw on the screen is kind of how Vince really is. You know, like I think The Rock is like, he's trying to be the head of a board and he's trying to be the final boss. Those two don't line up. Like Triple H in that role, if he were to come out and be this on-screen character and head of creative and all that, like maybe he could pull it off, but I don't think The Rock can pull it off. Last year he was able to, because like I'm the head of TKO. This is my bloodline. This is what needs to happen for wrestling, for the greatness of it. Like last year was great, but this year I don't know why The Rock is back, and I don't know why he's breaking kayfabe like that in both shows.
I don't know. This got me really thinking, like, because we all know Cody Rhodes was EVP back in AEW.
Yeah.
But it kind of felt like it didn't work. Hence now he's back in WWE, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm kind of trying to think, why didn't that work? And then The Rock's trying to do it now. It doesn't seem like it's working. Why isn't it working?
Right.
I don't know, just things to think about.
Well, it's just like the post show. Well, we'll see where the story goes. But yeah, we'll make this a weekly thing. We'll just break down what we like, what we don't like. A nice little conversation. And let us know in the comments if you agreed, if you didn't like stuff, if you like stuff. We're all game for everything. So again, our affiliate links, WWE Shop, all that is in the link tree in the description box. Please
the link tree.
Go to the link tree and go on the branches and shop those affiliate links and support your boys here at Triple Threat Wrestling. But other than that, MVP, we'll see you later.